All right, Algebra 2 finance students. We're going to start off here with 7-5. We're going to do example 1. So we're talking about mortgage points. Let's start off with the warm-up. So for which of the following expressions is 3,320 a solution? Go ahead and pause the video, try it on your own, and then restart it. Okay, so let's plug this in. First of all, I know this is my x value, this is my y value. So when I plug that in for A, let's see if we have to plug it in for all three of them. We'll find out here. Y is going to be 320. X is going to be 3. And I'll plug that in for X for both X's that I see there. Okay, when I simplify this is going to be 320 equals 5 times negative 2 to the 6th power. And negative 2 to the 6th power is going to be 64. Okay, if you check that in the calculator. And I know that 64 times 5, if I do the math there, I'm going to get 320. Okay, so I know that I can stop right there. A is going to be the solution. I plug in 3 here and here. And when I plug in 3, I get 320 for my y value. All right, moving down here. Mortgage points. So mortgage points are fees paid to a lending institution that reduces or buys down, this should be an S, buys down the mortgage interest rate. Okay, it's kind of an interesting little thing. So what you can choose to do when you purchase a loan, you can choose to buy down the interest rate. It's going to cost you, thousands of dollars up front, but if you're going to be in that home for a long time, that's going to pay off. In previous lessons we discussed about, we discussed small percentage points can save you tens of thousands of dollars over a 30-year loan. So let's get into example 1 here. Elizabeth and Nicholas want to buy a new home in Sunset Park. They need to borrow $350,000. Their bank offers opportunity for the couple to buy down the quoted interest rate of 4.5%. Okay, not all banks offer opportunities to buy down a loan. Okay, by 0.125% per point purchased. Each point will cost 1% of the amount borrowed. What will the new interest rate if 2 points are purchased? What will the cost to purchase 2 points? All right, so we got two different questions. So the first one is find the new interest rate. So let's do that over here. Okay, and the other one is figure out how much it's going to cost to purchase these points. So let's do that over here. So the first thing we have to do, figure out what 2 points is going to give us. So we're saving 0.125%. That's like 1/8 of a percent. Well, it is 1/8 of a percent. If we buy this down each point. And if I buy down 2 points, it's going to be 1/8 times 2, which is going to be 1/4, or 0.025. Okay, so I can buy this down by 1/4 of a percent. And if I start out at 4.5% and I subtract 0.25% from that, my answer here is going to be 4.25%. Okay, 4.25%. So that's the answer for this orange part here. The next part is how much is it going to cost? Well, this is going to be 350,000 times 0.02. It's going to cost me 1% for each point. So if I'm purchasing 2 points, it's going to be 2%. And 1% of 350,000 is 3,500. So 2% is going to be 7,000. All right, so the answer there is 7,000. Let's do the check your understanding problem. Go ahead and pause the video. Try this one on your own in your notes. Okay, everybody should have a copy of the notes because we already started chapter 7. So find this one and try it on your own. Go ahead and restart it when you're ready. So, same type of question here. They're starting out with a 3.8% interest rate. They want to purchase 3 points, and each point will decrease it by 1/8 of a percent, 0.125%. Okay, determine the cost and determine how much it's going to save them and how much it's going to change your interest rate. So I have 0.125%. I'm going to multiply that by 3. When I do that, that's going to be, let's change this 0 here. This should be 0.125%. That is going to be 0.375%. Okay, if this is 1/8 of a percent times 3, this will be 3/8 of a percent. And then I'm going to reduce that from the my starting amount, which is 3.8%. Let's add a couple zeros in here, so 3.8%. I'm going to subtract 0.375%. And when I do some borrowing here, I'm going to get 3.425%. Okay, so that will be the new interest rate. So let's highlight that. So the new interest rate is going to be this amount right here. How much is this going to cost? Well, this is going to be $500,000 is the amount of the loan. Remember, that's not the price of the house. That's the amount of the loan. And it's going to be 3% of this. Well, 1% would be 5,000. 3 points is going to be 15,000. Okay, so the second question here, 15,000 is how much it's going to cost. So that's the cost. All right, you got a simple homework assignment for your first assignment with this distance learning. Go ahead and find your homework. Do problem 1. You can take a picture of it and submit it in the Dropbox on School Loop.